Alright, hello, back again. We are here for the next mission, Tiger Hunt. And hopefully you all are enjoying this as we approach the end of everything. So, Battle of the Bulge. The German offensive is in full swing, and we just have to stop them. Not that great of a mission description, but okay, we'll move on and see what happens. Now, I believe this mission takes place on a very similar map, same plane. It's not as snowy anymore, but we'll see. Oh, I have missiles now. A good idea. I wonder if that's historically accurate. Like, maybe the pilots, like me, actually complain about not having missiles.
Our first target is a heavy...
And now the plane... Ooh, that might make it handle even worse. Oh, jeez. Okay.
See the bridge? Fly under it, then follow the river.
Oh, well, hey. Look at that. Smoke effects, the bridge burning.
Stay below the trees.
Snake, this is a sneaking mission. In an airplane. Yeah, but I actually wonder, I might try looking that up later, if the pilots actually complained about the planes not having missiles. Alright, again, this seems like a case of Ace Combat did it, so we want to do it too. But I think I'll let it off the hook on this one, because I know there were really missions like this. I'm not going to say that they were necessarily just ripping off Ace Combat. Of course, Ace Combat always has missions like that. Surprise! It's not that my surprise in them really ended up meaning a whole lot. But, you know, okay. Wait, I have a squadron all of a sudden? Did they all go under the trees as well? How did I not see them? Gosh. Oh. Alright, I'm going to use a risky strategy in this plane. Let's go up to, like, 3,000 feet, and then come straight down at him. I wonder if I'll hit the ceiling of the world. Oh! Gee, this is quite a view up here. I mean, their map design is pretty nice. Guys, I want you to target the enemy, not just follow me around. Slow down the speed. Launch a hellfire of missiles. Well, that worked some. That left a little bit to be desired. Again, I'm not sure why they wouldn't just send a bomber on this mission in real life. I can't, with the volume on my TV turned down so that my microphone won't pick it up. Incredible voice. I am not able to fully hear the television. So, you know, sometimes I might miss something that is explained. I'm thinking of ways to fix that and just get like a headset or something. But I want one of decent quality, and right now the best thing I have is a webcam. So I'm going to have to deal with just having the television turned down. I just don't want to pick up the secondary environmental noise. Boom! So that's a panzer column. Now, look, I've not had any formal training in how tanks work, or how military strategy surrounding tanks might work. However, we're on top of a mountain. Doesn't that seem like an unusual place for one to? I mean, again, I don't know. Maybe that's, you know, a much more standard procedure than I'm aware. Hey, cool, not only can I go through trees, my missiles can go right through trees to hit my enemy. Alright, one more. I hope. Looks like one more. After all, we don't have room on the mission screen here for any more primary goals, so... maybe it'll just let us do it. Or maybe I'll have to fly off the map again, I don't know.
Roger,
Oh, jeez. Oh, shit.
find it easy to retreat.
To be fair, maybe hitting the top of a pine tree like that wouldn't actually matter very much. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if the trains are moving. Hi, civilians. America. Now, I'm hoping that this video will upload correctly, but I am shooting this, of course, on the 4th of July. Because what more American thing to do than play the Russians while defeating Hitler? But you know what? I'm defeating Hitler, so... there you go. I mean, I'm blowing things up. That is pretty much the most American thing. Oh, good thing I decided to go up. Oh dear, do I really have to destroy every section of the train? What's that? Was my plane hit by flak? Some pockmarks on it. I mean, a lot of the graphical things in this game do work. I don't think you can take that away from the game. Especially because graphics, you know, it's not just about HD or how HD or... I hate it when people get into that type of thing. Woo! The lighting that they used and a whole lot of decision making. I mean, obviously, not every game that runs at 720p or 1080 looks the same. Not every game in 1080p will look better than every game in 720. So, I know that's a total tangent, but I just cannot stand it when people are like, oh, well, the PC version runs at 1080p. It's like, okay. Or even worse, because, I mean, games do look better on PC. But even worse, when people are like, oh, well, the Xbox 360 version really is only running at 640 or some shit like that. Or, worst of all, is with exclusive games. Like, look, Metal Gear Solid could run in 1080p, but that's not why it was beautiful. It's beautiful because of the design, the textures, the lighting, and often the environments. Okay? I know this is a tangent, I might do a separate video ranting about it. I think my ground forces can handle that one. Alright guys, let's leave the engagement area, because that's a good mission. You know, I think if I crash, I just fail the secondary missions. The last primary goal, destroy several Tiger tanks, you know, just destroy a couple tanks. Now, to be fair, this mission actually works for me. I feel like this is something that would be good for our ground forces. Again, it can't go toe-to-toe with things like the third to last mission of Ace Combat. Yes, is a game I love, obviously. And yes, is kind of my benchmark. Games of this nature. I know it's a more arcadey game. This is more supposedly a simulator on higher difficulties anyway. But in terms of fun and gameplay mechanics, Ace Combat.
Berlin, Duncan. December the 27th, 1944. The mission today reminded me why I joined the United States Air Force.
America,
Nothing gets
that's
my
why.
blood pumping like low-level flying and taking out heavy ground artillery. Not that I tell my wife that.
You know, it reminded me too, because I'd forgotten over the course of the last mission.
It fireballed like a second sun, and I don't even mind that the Germans will be kept warm tonight. That strike will slow them down badly. We didn't get a chance to stick around and enjoy the view as we received a mayday from a ground command post. The tanks were almost on top of it by the time we arrived, but taking out tanks is never too difficult. Even the formidable Panzer can't withstand that kind of aerial assault. The guys were in good spirits when we returned to base, and we stayed up most of the night, drinking and talking. It's incredible how young some of them are. One admitted he can't even drive an automobile. And here he is, bombing tanks like a pro.
See, I kind of like details like that, because I appreciate history. So, I actually kind of like details like, hey, remember not everyone had automobiles in this time, but some of them are flying planes, even if they don't have cars. Now, you know, a motif in all of these different journal entries or diary entries that they read you is that they have these interactions on the ground. To the game developers, I would say, show, don't tell. I know it's a cliche, my English teachers would tell it to me all the time, but seriously, I want to see their interactions on the ground. Then I would have a face to put to a lot of these characters, too. Because I defy people to name, like, more than one, or heck, even one of the people in this game who we hear the story of. Alright, like whose diary is that? I know he says his name, it's like Colonel, but no one remembers. So, I think having a face to put to them and a bit more fleshed out story would be really good. And this is a single player campaign after all. It's not unreasonable to expect some effort being put into this. With that said, of course, graphics were nice in this mission, and this mission was actually kind of fun.